Hello everybody, today I'm going to share with you a very classic Iyengar restorative posture. It's called Supta Baddha Konasana, and it means reclining bound angle pose. And it's a wonderful pose to bring balance into your body, into your mind, into your nervous system. And it restores you. It restores you back into a sense of equilibrium. All of the restorative poses do that. But this one is a great pose to do at the beginning of your practice. So while you're waiting for the online classes to begin, you can practice Supta Baddha Konasana. Now, of course, I'm using some props here, but you don't have to have these props. I have a bolster, I have a couple of foam bricks, and I have a belt. You can just fold a blanket in such a way that it's a rectangle shape, and it becomes basically the length of a bolster. And it doesn't have to be a yoga blanket, it can be any blanket. And if you put two blankets on top of each other, that basically becomes a makeshift bolster. So you have a bolster there. So you don't have to have that. And then you can just use a pillow for your head. I'm going to be using this as a tri-folded blanket for my head. Okay, that way. And then I'm going to use a belt, and the belt is optional, and even the bricks are optional. You don't have to have bricks. You can use pillows, whatever you happen to have around. So to do this pose, I'm going to sit about a fist distance or more in front of the bolster. I don't want the bolster pushing into my sacrum. I want there to be some space there. And then I bring my legs into Baddha Konasana. So the bottoms of the feet are together, and then I put the belt over my body. And I bring the belt all the way down to my sacral band, which is right at the top of the buttocks. I want to make sure that that belt isn't in my lumbar spine. It's right at the top of the buttocks. And then I bring the belt through my inner thighs, and I belt the bottoms of my feet. And then I pull on the tail of the belt, and I want to make the belt tight enough where I feel that the belt is drawing my sacrum into my body, and I'm getting a slight bit of traction. So everyone's going to be at a slightly different place with how tight the belt is. And then I just put these bricks right outside my knees, just really light for some support. If you don't have anything here, what tends to happen is there's a really subtle gripping of the inner thighs. So you do want some support, even if you're pretty open in the hips. And then I lift my hips and I lengthen my buttocks flesh towards my feet, and I slowly come down onto the bolster, making sure those blocks are supporting my thighs, my outer thighs. And then I bring this blanket right under my head, and I bring my arms to my sides, and I start to relax. So this is Supta Baddha Konasana. This is the classic position. Otherwise, you can raise your arms up. This becomes a little bit more active. You can bring your arms into Urdhva Hastasana, or you can also hold your elbows in this way, switching the cross. And then you can bring your arms back alongside your body. This is a great pose to connect with your breath. Of course, I'm keeping my glasses on, but you always, in any restorative pose, you just take off your glasses and you let go. I'll even take mine off because it just feels so good just to let go. And you, like I said, you can spend as much time as you'd like to in the pose. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It can be more energy giving than even a nap. Because again, you're resting, but you're still conscious. And then to come up out of the pose, after you've spent as much time as you'd like to in the pose, you keep your head back, you press your hands down, and you lead with your chest to come up out of the pose. And then you take the belt off of your feet, and you extend the legs out. You come into Dandasana. And that's Supta Baddha Konasana, my friends. So please practice that pose. You know, at the end of your day, the beginning of your day, at the beginning of your practice, at the end of your practice, incorporate it into your practice, into your life, and you'll really feel the difference it makes. It's a wonderful pose. And I'm sending you lots of love, lots of encouragement, Until the next time, my friends, namaste.